knot right now, and how deep it's going to go in and how it's going to affect the rear of the canoe. I may even have to lop it off and make this thing considerably shorter, and that's something I'm trying to keep in mind as I start carving here. Um, got considerably deeper in here. I was trying to make the lines clearer on the edges as we went. We took the humps out for the backrest. I remarked them, and I'll mark them clearer tomorrow. But I have a better idea where the number 3 man will be and where the bow man will be. Swooping up nicely in the front here. Lenny actually made a line right here for the backrest up front. He cut into this with his homemade tool. Actually, he did it with the adze and a sledge. Had a lot of tool issues as we went along. First day, the head came off, and I was very upset. And but I wound up fixing it and using that tool the whole time, basically. Lenny was pretty incredible making his own tools. He made a pseudo adze, and he made several of them. He must have made about 7 different tools while we were there, and he kept fixing them, and he kept fixing them as they broke, and made new hammers for him. He was amazing, and he really did a lot of carving on this thing, and I can't thank him enough. But anyway, I'm still going to have the bar across. It'll just be even or lower than the gunnels, and it'll double as the backrest for the bowman. And see, I've hacked a little bit more in from the side here, trying to get it equal with the other side. There's still a bit of height. It's a little high on this side of the canoe yet, but you can see the lines. The lines are nice. They are straight down there. There's a little bulbous area on the left here, but it's really not that bad. And this we'll lop this part out and we'll smooth it back. But although it sticks out a little bit on the side here, that's part of the character of the canoe, and it comes back out in the end. It just pinches on top there, right in front of me. And but if you look down the edge here, there's a fairly straight edge all the way down. That's why we did the bottom the way we did. You can see the lines very well now. I certainly hope you can see that. Looks beautiful in the sunlight as the sun's going down here. Anyway, that's what we're looking at right now. It was a good day. A lot of guys down here. There's a lot of traffic in camp. People coming all day. It's about 75 degrees out here. It's still probably at least 70. We're just getting into April here. But we've had a lot of people coming down from the bar and a lot of people coming from the trail just to see the canoe. They're hearing about it. And one of these days, maybe even the news people will hear about it. Who knows? But another fine day at canoe camp. And I'll leave you with that shot that I always like. Right there. Here we are at canoe camp. It's what is it? April 3rd, I think. And it's snowing on Knotty. But she's liking the water. And she's looking pretty magnificent. The guys did a great job today. And Dean and Dennis and Lenny came down here and hacked on her all day. And but there's a good shot from the stern. She's a little lopsided still, but we're working on that. Dean actually brought his guitar one day, and boy, that was my kind of camp. It was my idea to carve this thing by hand, and but it's how I learned to do it, and I believe it really there's a connection with you and the tree, because this thing takes so long, and you have to chip away at this thing little by little. You bond with the tree. It's hard to explain, but you definitely do. as you can see, we got a bit deeper today, and I mean, I'm about halfway there as far as depth. But woodchuck did real good today. He dug down in here simply with the axe. He's a madman with the big, heavy artillery. He was here for about 2 hours, and again put us to shame. I don't know. There is no shame though. Lenny didn't think we did anything today. I'm like, man, I see it. I see it all the time. That's why I'm documenting it like this. And when we're done, we'll put this all together and get a good laugh, and realize just what the heck we're doing. If there is a chance that I know what the heck I'm doing, we'll have to see. Canoe. So first things first, I just got the gear out here, and I've taken a rag. I'm getting the pools of water out of the canoe and bathing her. Okay, I'm a little worried. It's come down to me giving a tree a sponge bath. That's kind of scary. Recycling the water. Gotta use it. It's oily, and there's no sense in not putting it on the canoe. The Platte River Bar and Grill was a really cool place to carve it, right out back there. A lot of people came down from the deck on a regular basis to come check things out. Some of them would come chop. I had a bunch of people that would come in from the bike trail, some of them on a daily basis, to see the progress of the canoe. And there were a few that razzed me on a regular basis until they started seeing things, and then they just got more interested, and it was a lot of fun. It was a good camp. Walking through the wood chips. The energy that comes from the tree and that permeated my camp was love. That's what it's all about, people. What a beauty. This is something I do every day. I'm walking across this field by my house on my way to downtown Littleton, on my way to the canoe. And I generally look east here, or southeast actually, and face the sun in the morning. And this is my ritual. I'm doing it holding a camera right now. This is difficult, but it's real simple. Thank you, Lord, for another wonderful day. Your love is here. Your love flows through me. I am your love. We are your love. We are love. We are love. We are love. It's my spiritual moment in the morning. I do this every day. Soak up the sun, listen to the critters out here and the birds, and then proceed on walking. Going to the canoe. Canoe. So, was on TV last night. I'm having breakfast in the bow this morning for something different. And but made it on 9 News last night. And who knows what's going to happen now. It's not like I became instantly famous, and there's nobody here yet, not even my crew. And I ran a little bit late getting here, but I want to get a good breakfast. I think it's going to be a long day of chopping. I want to stay as late as I can now, because I expect more public than we've had, and this thing's going to take off, I guess. So it's time. Canoe. Number one, I'm lopping off a lot more of this bow. Okay, all this is coming off. Where the X's are, where you see X's is where not to chop. I'm just doing that for the other guys that help me out, so they have an idea where they need to work. We were taking this out anyway, but I'm taking off the whole end here. We've got enough height right here, and we've got some depth to go here for the nice swoop still. We'll still have a nice swooping bow, and it'll still be high, but it'll be lighter weight. Again, I got X's in here, and there's pools of blue now because this is my Broncos face paint that I'm using. I just do that with a little brush and a little makeup, and bada bing, bada boom, I'm taking care of the canoe. So anyway, I've decided to chop out the seats, and I'm having at it with the old reliable, the adze. Good to see me 3D, huh? Yeah. Here's my mom working on the canoe. Get out of town. You're building a dugout, Mom.
You're going to let that right hand slide down to your left hand. Let it slide down the handle.
And all right, here we go. We are 2.5 weeks away from departure. We are still upside down with the canoe, and we are just about finished with the bottom here. We brought it all together, smoothed it out quite a bit here. There's a little bit of finishing to do yet, but that stern is basically done there. I scorped and then planed the top of this thing.